The Nigerian housing industry faces a deficit of about 17 million housing stock, which of course is a challenge. However, there's the option of getting a mortgage. To speak on this with me is Mr. Charles Fakrogha. With the deficit that we're currently facing in the housing industry, what exactly is your thoughts on, the mortgage area?
In 1992, the federal government promulgated an act, but then it was a decree of number 3 of 1992, which created the National Housing Fund. Now, this fund, every worker, whether private sector or public sector, you are supposed to contribute 2.5% of their basic salary to that fund.
Some people still, complain about the fact that they do not have enough money, irrespective of how much they make. They don't have enough money to, fund getting a house here in Nigeria, most especially.
That's why the government came up with this program now and said, okay, for medium and low income earners, if you earn 100,000 naira, 2.5% of that, you begin to contribute. However, the problem has to do with awareness. Most workers, mostly in the public sector, after contributing, and when they go to retirement, they don't even bother to go and access this fund. Federal Mortgage Bank is repositioned to disburse these monies to the mortgage bank, and this mortgage bank in turn will now have to disburse to their client because they don't have a choice.
How can the capital markets facilitate, the mortgage industry here in Nigeria?
Because you must have a property you want to buy, and you must come with a title document. The primary mortgage bank will do search, valuation, and they say, okay, this is the amount of money. Every worker can access maximum of 15 million naira. But of course, also depends on what I call affordability. Because there is a table which these bankers will look at. Your age, number of years you have left to retirement, and of course, the amount of money you are collecting. So if you are collecting maybe 10 million naira, and you have 20 years to go in terms of retirement, the amount of money you pay will be different from somebody who has 10 years to go. So the table is there to be calculated, and at the end of the day, these monies will be given to you. You buy your property or you renovate an existing property, and you begin to pay over time with just 6%. So by the time you are retired, you will retire to your own home.
Okay, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you.